Megan, do you remember how we got this top? Hi everybody, my name is Laura Hunter. Welcome to my Thursday Live. I'm so glad you're here. If you don't know me, I am the CEO of Tori Bell Cosmetics, and I am going to give you some makeup pro tips today and tell you all about some of the fun stuff that we do. First of all, I want to start out with some really unfortunate, sad news. And I'm sorry, I know that we usually just have fun here, but I wanted to take a moment to talk about my friend Tammy Schaefer-Nandon. She passed away this morning, and she was such a fighter and an amazing, amazing woman. Her and her husband, Bobby, they're wonderful people, and I truly can't imagine what her family's going through. I had a hard enough morning just being her friend through Tori Bell and having her at all of our conferences and talking to her on the phone or through Messenger. And I just wanted to say to all of our affiliates and all of her family that we at Tori Bell are so deeply sorry for losing. I can say for your loss, but it's our loss too. We're so sorry that we've all lost Tammy. She was an amazing human being. And I'll be honest, I didn't have time to change what I was going to do today, but she had asked me recently if I would do a particular tutorial. And so we're going to do that for her next week. So this week we're going to do a different pro tip, and it's called strobing. And I know that strobing almost sounds like a dirty word, and I'm trying to figure out what it sounds like to me, and I think maybe like mooning, possibly. I'm trying to figure out like what, maybe like flashing. I don't know. Maybe flashing. Yeah, mooning is flashing your bum. Strobing, I don't know, but it sounds dirty, but it is not. So what strobing is it's the opposite of contour, and it is when instead of darkening to add shadow to bring out the places that you want to show and recede the places you don't, it's lightening by adding lighter colors to bring out what you want to see without darkening the rest. And it works particularly well if you have darker skin or you're tan, anything like that, because of course the lighter you are, the less it's going to show. There's also some drama. I'm just kidding, it's not that dramatic, but people do argue about whether or not strobing and highlighting are the same thing. They're not, in my opinion. Here's why I don't think they're the same thing. First of all, highlighting is done together with contour, generally speaking, contour and highlight. And strobing is generally done by itself. And so I think that's one differentiation. If you're saying, oh, I'm going to use some highlighter, you could have just contoured. But if you say I'm strobing, you're saying basically I'm not contouring. I'm going to use light to bring out my features as opposed to receding them with dark. So that's why I think they're different, because it sort of says I'm not contouring as opposed to highlight, which you could be contouring. So that's my personal opinion on it. So when I say we're strobing, it means we're not contouring, and we're going to use light to bring out the things we really like and to lighten up shadows we may not want. All right, so to start with, there's different ways you can do this. You can use a matte, you can use a shimmer, you can use a cream, you can use a powder, you can do all sorts of things. So we're going to try a few different methods. First, we're going to use our White the Works, and then we're also going to use, I have this in here today, This is from our Flat Earth palette, and this is porcelain. And then also our Space Out palette has Milky Way, which is porcelain's sort of a shiny twin right here. So this is a shimmer. So we're going to try all three different ones, and we're going to see how it goes. All right, so let's start with the work. So I'm going to, this guy here, take this, and I'm got a brush that I cleaned on my Brushy Cleanie. And we're going to just put a little on here. I don't want to go too crazy. I'm going to start with my nose. So if we want to have a thinner bridge on our nose, we want to make a white line down the middle. So we're just going to go straight down the middle. Now, I think that noses are a great place to use a cream or a liquid because it's kind of one of those places that when you go to blend it, it's easy just to blend it out and you don't notice it. So if you use something that's a little bit like more heavy, then you're more likely to keep it on there. And we're just going to use our finger. Fingers are tools, and we're just going to back and forth, up and down. You don't want to go side to side because if you go side to side, then you're basically just wiping it off. But there, I mean, I can actually see that pretty well. And then when we get up here, I'm just going to blend it out a little bit, and same at the bottom. There we go, super easy. All right, so Eddie actually has a good chart too for strobing that I gave him. So here we go. So you can see I just did down the nose. Now I think that there are certain places that are going to be better for something thick and certain places that are better for something thin. So I think thick is great on your nose, and I also think it's great right under your eyes. So let's do that part. Spart. It's a spart. It's not a spot. It's not a part. It's a spart. Okay, so right under here, we're just going to go straight across and up into that arch like that. And don't worry, we'll blend it. Right like that. You see I'm not using a ton. It's white, so it's got a lot of color to it. So then I'm going to go into just a little bit larger brush because I want to blend this out pretty well. You could also use a blender, but I think that in this case it might be better just to use a shadow brush just to get a nice even feel to it. There we go. And just bring that down a little bit. And then of course when we add more shadow, we'll blend that out some more. Okay, so now let's go into our Flat Earth. I'll just take this out of here. Porcelain. Okay, I think this is I think if you're going to use matte, a great place to use matte is places where you're always trying to battle shine anyway, right? So you're not going to want to be shiny on your forehead. We're always trying not to be shiny on our forehead. So I'm going to take my larger brush here. And you could even, actually, let's go crazy. Let's take a big brush. I always think that the largest tool you can use is kind of the best tool because then you don't end up with little lines. So we're really just going to use that almost like a stamp. Just like if you were just putting, and I'm going to blend it right into there. There we go. You can do a little bit more. There we go. And I think also on the chin. Nobody wants a shiny chin, right? All right. So I think that's really good there. Now, someplace we do usually like to have a little bit of shimmer is, let's grab our shimmer, on our upper cheeks. Because as we move, we want it to seem like the sun is hitting us, right? This is another job for the finger. All right, so just put my finger in there and see how nice and shiny it is. Go right on top of our cheekbone on each side. There we go. And if you want, where'd my brush go? Here we go. If you don't want it to be quite that shimmery, but you can see how nicely that is as a shimmer, right? It's a great highlighter. You can just really lightly, you don't want to take it off, but you can just really lightly blot it out a little bit. Okay, so this leaves us a couple more spots. One spot that I see people putting highlight to lighten up that they should not put a shimmer into is their tear troughs, right under their eyes. Interestingly, you would think in a picture even, so in a picture you can do that because it'll reflect and it'll bring a lot of light. But in real life, when you put something shimmery under your eyes right here and you move your head around, what you end up doing is actually just seeing the difference in the tones, and it can actually make it look deeper, which I know is weird because it should just bring it out, but it's that sparkle, not sparkle, that really kind of betrays you, right? And so we either want to use our white cream or we want to use our porcelain. I'm not sure which is going to be better, so let's try it. All right, first, back to our little brush. We're going to go into our other works. Of course, we'll blend it. I'm going to do this side first. I'm just going to do a little bit right in there. Don't worry, we'll blend. Put that right in there. Then on the, let me get that guy all tidied up. And we'll go into our porcelain over here. We're just going to pat, pat, pat. Of course, this will look better right off the bat because it's going to pretty much blend itself. Okay. Now this is how we start out. Now I'm going to take my finger, because I like to blend this stuff with my finger because it doesn't soak in. You know how, if I blend it, where's my blender? There we go. If I use a blender, it's fine, but you're going to lose some of your product, right, onto the sponge. So I just like to use my fingers if I'm blending small areas. This side we'll go ahead and blend with the brush. There we go. Get right, see this little dot right there? That little guy? Always get that. All right, what do we think? You guys got to weigh in here. Left, right. This is my left. I know it's hard to tell because it could be backwards. Ring finger side. Or the other side. I think, I'm looking at my reflection here, I like the left better, which is the porcelain. I don't know, Megan, what do you think? Left or right?
I like that.
Ring
I like
finger
the
or not
other
ring
side.
Finger? You like the other side?
I do.
Okay. Okay, well, I guess it's just up to the imagination then. I'm just going to stay slightly, it's not very uneven, right?
No, it looks very similar, but the other one
Yeah.
kind of has more of like just a straight like bolt of light shine.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
On camera, I'm seeing.
Interesting. All right. Well, we're going to leave it that way. All right. So.
Oh, people are loving left though. They're like definitely left.
I like the left too.
They're all like,
that's their left.
oh, that's their same left. Oh,
left is the ring finger.
Okay, left. So left is the ring finger, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Think ring finger or no ring? Diamond or no diamond?
Diamond or no diamond?
What's this? Brush? Diamond. I know it's hard because some people's screens will flip on their own too. And so I'm like, I don't know what my left
still
is.
seeing left. Yeah, but
all right, ring finger side. All right. See, I thought so too. All right. So anyway, it's up to you guys. So 2 more spots we can do. Tip of our nose. And we did the tip of our chin, but the very tip of our chin. Sometimes people like to have a little shine. If you have a cleft chin, do not put shine in the cleft of your chin. Just so you know, I've seen people do that. You can darken it if you want it to be a little bit deeper, but if you do want it lighter, use a matte for sure there. And then the tip of our nose. A lot of times people like to have a little shiny tip on their nose, like it's reflected in the sun. I think it kind of depends on how big your nose is, to be honest. If you have a pointier nose, you're probably going to want a little tip on there to kind of give you some more light there. If you have a little bit broader nose like I do, I prefer not to have a lot of light on the end of my nose. And if anything, I would probably even just take a little blush.
Ooh, yeah.
And darken that up just a smidge. Because I already have enough nose. I don't really want it to come out anymore. So small nose, go ahead and lighten the tip. If you feel like you have a little bit of a larger nose, I wouldn't. It's my personal opinion. All right, did I miss any spots, Megan?
No, it looks beautiful.
Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit of our porcelain here. I didn't want to wear a bunch of makeup so you guys could actually see what I was doing, but I am going to blend just below the white here with the porcelain, just so you guys can see how it looks when it's blended. There we go. Now it's not quite so poo in your face, right? All right, so there we go. We have strobed. We have strobed. We have not highlighted. It's not a dirty word. And if I was tan, it would really, really pop more. But anyway, I think it's a super fun way to do things, and it's something that you can do if you don't want to look darker. So there we have it.
So you're saying we should all go to Punta Cana together and get a tan?
We should all, yes, we should all go to Punta Cana together, maybe in September, and then we will practice our strobing.
And with our new tans.
With our new tans. Okay, so we have an exciting product launch, and it is called Amanda's New Baby.
Yay!
Yay! So Amanda Fleming, our amazing, amazing, beautiful, smart, talented e-commerce manager, she had her baby today, and this is Archer Morgan Fleming. Or was it today or last night?
Oh gosh.
Yesterday.
It
was
like
yesterday.
2 days ago, yeah. Because yesterday.
2 days ago, they were holding out on me.
I know. She said yesterday morning when she texted us.
Yesterday morning. Okay, so welcome to the world, Archer Morgan Fleming, and congratulations, Amanda. We are so excited for you and your husband. Yay, we love babies so much. So that's our first product launch. We don't have a new product launch because we have our huge spring sale going on today. So I'm just going to run through it really fast and remind you guys what is on the spring sale. Everything that I tell you right now is 20% off, every single thing. So we have, okay, these are all bundles, right? So when I say the lash, assume it comes with a bundle, right? 20% off, Mod Lash, Flirty Lash, Alexandrite Lash, Zen Lash, Sparkle Lash, Lunar Lash, Conference Lash, Confetti Lash, Vintage Modular Palette, always a popular one, Delicate Press Palettes, beautiful, Element Blush Refills, which, by the way, I have them like all right here. So pretty. Element Blush 2x2 palettes, very important if you have the Element Blush, and especially if you don't have a palette. And the works in the bright colors, like the white, like we just used, and the basic colors, all the Velvet Kisses, the 24K Radiance, the 24K Lip Tint, and the Radiance. Radiance is amazing. So you guys might have noticed a lot of those are limited times that you haven't seen in a while. So this is the time to get those. And then we also have Spring Flowers, right? Not Spring Fling. Spring Flowers is our lash of the month. So it is also on sale. It is $35 for lash only and $45 for the bundle, which is a big discount off the regular price because it's an LTO. So there we go. That's all of our fun products. And speaking of spring flower bundles, we have some people who won them. And who are they, Eddie?
Now here's our weekly live winners. Melissa Deming, Michelle Simmons, Stephanie Payne Show. Don't forget to comment and share for a chance to win.
Okay, guys, congratulations. And I have to tell you, Stephanie's going to have a big day because I think we're going to say her name for something else later. Just saying, Stephanie. All right, so don't forget our makeup masterclass. We had one on Tuesday, and our beautiful Megan did it, and she did the coolest ombre lips. It was like a black to red, really cool ombre lips. So Megan did great. And our next class is April 25th. We do these every other Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And we have not yet announced what the subject matter will be for that one, but make sure you tune in. You can go to our Eventbrite link here. There's one on this page in the events. You can go to Eventbrite and find it. And those are really quick 15-minute masterclasses on how to do one skill really well. So go check those out. They're super popular. We would love to have you. Okay, call to action, guys. Now remember, whenever I keep putting my, I got to move this because I keep putting my elbow in my makeup. It's probably a dirty elbow now. Oh, look at that. All right, so we have 3 ways that you win. You just saw our winners, right? Way number 1 is to comment. So you guys comment. Way number 2 is to share. Keep doing that. And the third and fourth way, we actually have 4 today, are number 1, share the makeup masterclass on YouTube. So go check out that cool one that she did, watch it and share it because we really want to get more YouTube people. And then also register for the next fundraising workshop. And if you are an affiliate, you guys know about fundraising. And if you're a customer, ask your affiliate about fundraising because we have amazing fundraisers for any group that you guys work with. It can be a nonprofit, it can be a school group, it can be a like a community group, doesn't have to be a registered nonprofit. Any group that you guys work with, we do great fundraisers. You guys get to keep 100% of all donations and 50% of everything you sell. So it's an awesome deal, costs nothing for you to sign up. And so definitely check with your affiliate about that. Okay, guys, wait. I have to show you something really quickly before we go. So my sister, I have my coffee sitting here, and Bob made me my coffee, and he happened to put it in this cup that my sister gave me. I don't know if you guys can say this. It says, other sisters, they're adorable horses, but I apparently am a pole dancing unicorn with rainbow hair. So I thought that was pretty epic. So I had to share with you guys. So thanks, Kat. Anyway, all right, guys, thank you so much for being here today. We are going to hop on over to the affiliate page if you're an affiliate and go through a little bit of business stuff for the week. And I will see you guys all next week if I don't see you in about 5 minutes. Bye.